What's up, guys? It's Mark here at DynoTrading coming at you with today's trend trading recap. You can see here it's a little bit after 12:30 p.m. on a lovely afternoon, folks. And what I'm going to show you here in this video is a really important technique on how to identify a trend even after a trend is underway. Okay, so bookmark this video, pay attention to this video. You guys are going to be hit with some very powerful chart patterns here in this trend trading video, and you'll be able to start marking up your charts as soon as today. Okay, so the first thing that I like to do when I start my trading day and I start looking at charts is I like to make sure that I have two charts open. And I'm going to show you guys how to set up this dual chart display. All right, right over here, the one that you've been looking at is what I call chart number 1, the higher time frame chart. Okay, now I've also got another tab over here, and this is a smaller time frame chart. I'm simply going to call this one chart number 2. You with me? So we've got one higher time frame chart and we've got one smaller time frame chart, and I'm going to show you why having this smaller time frame chart is so crucial in order to find really powerful trend trading setups. Okay, and folks, before I get into the specifics of this trend trading strategy, I'll quickly outline for you guys what you're looking at here. For those of you guys that might not be in the know, this green and red color band that you see overlaid on top of the chart is our proprietary volume-based chart. I call it the vol, and I think this volume indicator does a world-class job at detecting and potentially identifying the starting point of a trend. You guys know this about me. I firmly believe that being able to identify the starting point of a trend is, in my opinion, the holy grail. Right? But it's got to be the potential starting point, not the middle of the trend, certainly not the end of the trend, right? I need to be mindful and aware of whenever the trend starts. Okay, but the purpose of this video, folks, is to show you some secret techniques on how to get into the market even after a trend is already underway. For example, okay, this trend change happened at about 5 o'clock in the morning. Chances are you were probably not at your computer and you were probably in bed. But what happens when you get to the market right around here? Okay, this right here is 8:30 a.m. Central Time. This is when the market, quote unquote, opens, the stock market opens, and a lot, and I mean a lot, of volume starts coming into the market. So ideally, this location, or you could say this pocket, is an interesting location on making the decision to deploy a potential trend trading strategy. All right, so I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Remember how we set up two charts, chart number 1 and chart number 2, right? So now I'm going to focus on chart number 2. What I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to timestamp 8:30, and 8:30 happened right around here. All right, let's just make this really thick. All right, I'm going to put 2 vertical lines there so you guys can really see for yourself when the market opened. Okay, and so when you're on the smaller time frame chart and you've identified the market open, okay, you want to pick the direction, right? You want to pick the potential direction on how you want to play the market, and in order to do that, you need to refer back to chart number 1. Right? Because this tells you the prevailing trend of the day. And since this volume indicator is red, we are going to potentially be looking for only short opportunities on chart number 2. You with me? So in other words, folks, we are not going to be paying attention to greens, right? We're going to totally ignore any green areas on chart number 2. So I'm going to ignore this one. I put a big X on that. I'm going to ignore this one as well. You guys get what I'm saying? Right? This is a very, very good technique, folks, on how to stay out of chop. But I'm not done. Right? It's not enough to stay out of chop. We also want to look for very, very high probability setups within the context of a trend trading strategy and within the context of what the higher time frame, aka chart number 1, is telling us. Okay? So I have a feeling that a lot of you guys know what's coming next, right? I like to give the market just 5 or 10 minutes to shake itself out, you know, let all the retail traders get stopped out and screwed around, because you guys know the retail traders and the amateurs have no clue what they're doing, right? It's the professional traders that make money at the expense of retail traders. It's just how the game is played. It's always been like that, and it will continue to be like that. So if you have any desire to be a successful trader, you've got to have the right tools, professional tools, and a very, very good trend trading strategy that can help you look for powerful setups, which is what I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so we've given this market about 5 or 10 minutes to shake out, and I think you guys know what's coming next, right? I like to look for retracement opportunities across the board. Okay, and folks, one thing that you have to get very good at, okay, is qualifying a trade very quickly. You understand what I'm saying? You got to be able to look at a chart and in a matter of seconds qualify trade or the setup that you're looking for. Okay, so let me recap for you guys. All right, we are only looking for shorts, and we are only looking for retracements, and we are taking every potential setup only on chart number 2. We're not looking for setups on chart number 1. You understand? Because in this video, I want to teach you guys how to potentially avoid a lot of chop and still also participate in a nice move. And in order to do that, we have to have a smaller time frame chart open. If you guys want access to that smaller time frame chart, just check the cheat sheet that all you customers have, and you'll see both the higher time frame and the smaller time frame on that cheat sheet. But let's keep going here, okay? So everything's lining up in our favor. Okay, we're on chart number 2. We're ignoring all the greens. We're only paying attention to the reds. And we are looking for one of these, folks. All right, a nice retracement pattern that you guys know show up on the charts almost every single day. And this is it. There's just 3 legs to the pattern, folks. All right, let me kind of use this pattern on today's price action, and this concept is really going to come alive in your head. I think you guys are really going to be able to absorb this concept and start deploying it right away. Okay, so remember, we're only looking for reds, and we want to see a nice deep retracement, aka pullback. So let me walk you through what that might look like today. Indicator turns red right over there. This happens at about 8:48. Okay, market now sells off. We're doing nothing. We're not reacting. We're not doing nothing. We are simply watching and waiting for one of these, a nice pullback, a nice retracement. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we are waiting for one of these, a red reversal bar that prints directly after a nice deep pullback. You can see all these green bars are really stopping out a lot of the retail traders who are on the wrong side of this move, right? They're all getting stopped out, and we are waiting for the big guys to come in and reestablish the downtrend. Okay, and all of this is happening on the smaller time frame chart. Okay, so this is basically our signal bar, ladies and gentlemen. We would look to potentially open a short trade on the open of the next bar. All right, let me just clean up some of these boxes here. This is where we'd think about maybe opening up a short trade, and of course you guys know the stop loss goes just a couple of ticks or pips above the signal bar's high. So I'm going to go ahead and flatline the stop loss. Makes sense? Still only 8:50 in the morning. And if I squish this in, ladies and gentlemen, you can see this market just take an absolute dump. Okay, for what appears to be a very powerful move. This is about 400 ticks or pips approximate, ladies and gentlemen. That's not a small amount, man. That's huge, right? 400 ticks, 400 pips. And if we jump back and check our higher time frame chart, you can see that this move was actually confirmed as well on the higher time frame chart. So look, folks, when it comes to deploying a trend trading strategy onto your charts, I think what you've learned today is hopefully a couple different ways to really qualify your entries. That's the name of the game, folks. We do not want to be taking too many trades every day. We want to limit our trades to just maybe 3 or 4 per day. And in order to do that, we really have to qualify each individual trade. And what I've shown you here in today's video is how to potentially stay out of a lot of chop, how to get into the market even after a huge trend is underway, right? And how to use these powerful retracement patterns that I'm telling you folks show up almost on a daily basis as an idea on how to potentially enter a really nice trade. And remember folks, trading is hard, trading is risky. 97% of traders out there blow out their accounts, right? Now that small group of successful traders, they weren't born a good trader, right? They learned to become a good trader. I think anybody on the planet can become a good trader if you know how to qualify your trades like this, and if you know how to implement strong discipline and risk management in your trading. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta have professional trading software. I'm telling you, well, you guys know, all you guys that have onboarded the last couple of weeks, couple of months, you guys know there is no substitute for having professional trend trading software. And in my humble opinion, I think having the right trend trading strategy is going to make all the difference in the world. Guys, that'll do it for this video. If you'd like to get your hands on this powerful volume indicator, then get in touch, call, text, email, whatever's convenient, and I'd be happy to hook you up with a free one-on-one demo, really show you how this volume indicator is going to supercharge your trading. Guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next trade.